Oh boy. What's going on, everybody? Chili Games back again, and I actually haven't seen this June update overview yet. I read the patch notes, obviously. I was going to put out a patch notes video, but a lot of people already did that, and I got caught up with work, so I figured I might as well just watch the June update overview. Gives a pretty good, solid impression of what it's going to be, and I'm going to leave my reactions to it, obviously, with the face cam. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and let's just get straight into it.
Greetings, legends! Get ready for a blast of American firepower with a new line of US battleships arriving in early access and the return of Arena with a new game mode to get to grips with. You can also get your hands on 2 unique US battleships through the campaign and a new bureau project. But that's not all. The Germans are calling in air support with a trio of aircraft carriers. Check out all the new contenders.
Okay. The superstructure on that thing is massive. Oh, it's just tall. This is like Fuso level memes. I think that was the Rhine, the tier 3. Um, okay. I can see the memes already. Let's keep going. Sick music.
Just in time to let freedom ring. A whole new line of American battleships are here in early access.
So early access, obviously the way they do this is they're probably going to have crates that you can probably buy to have a chance at unlocking the tier 4, 5, and 6 with, they showed the Kansas, right? The Kansas is going to be the tier 7. And pretty much it.
Featuring Nevada at tier 4.
Yeah, there it is. I had seen this screenshot somewhere. So Kansas is going to be tier 7. That's a thick mom. Look at the freeboard difference. Actually, I don't really know how much different or how much underwater is here, but sheesh. Oh my God! Look at the Tennessee. Okay, I guess it's California-esque, so I shouldn't be too surprised.
5 and the Showboat, North Carolina at tier 6. Get early access to them through the USN battleship crates, bringing their trademark American firepower. These ships will round out the USN battleship lineup, with the tier 7 Kansas arriving next update.
That's a big girl. That's a massive target to farm damage on, I'll tell you that much. Have fun with that. California at tier 7, have fun.
Arena is returning this update with a new...
I'm sorry. Arena. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Spin. Arms Race. This mode places boosts around the map that improve your ship in battle, helping you to get the upper hand over the enemy teams. The leaderboard will track how much experience you gain in battle, but with a twist. Stay tuned to hear more about the mode soon.
So, Tier 4 Arena with Arms Race. So, it's honestly a question of how strong are the pickups going to be. The pickups were way too strong if you were able to stack them in Stellar Clash. So, that was a big issue for me. And to be honest, Tier 4 isn't really what I wanted. For these game modes, I really don't want it to go below Tier 5. I just think it's not as fun. I want more ships, more capable ships or whatever at like Tier 5, 6, and even 7. So... at least it's not tier 3, but it's okay.
Coming along with the American Giants,
it looks weird.
The fast battleship Georgia is here as the star of the Georgia on My Mind campaign. This variant of the Iowa class features the largest guns at tier 7.
Those guns look so weird.
457mm behemoths that rival even the mighty Yamato. That's not the only...
Okay, so they keep saying this, and they don't really explain what they're saying. So, I've seen this on Facebook quite a bit. Georgia has 18-inch guns. Yamato has 18.1. The reason why it's 18.1 is so if they do the math for the the penetration. Yamato at 18.1 can penetrate 32 millimeters of armor. Georgia at 18 cannot. So Georgia is not going to overmatch 32 millimeters of bow. So it's Yamato. You're not going to have Yamato overmatch at tier 7. You will overmatch 30, which is basically a lot of tier 7 belt armors and tier 7 cruiser belt armor, and as well as the Edinburgh bow. But you only get 6 of these guns. Something they don't mention is, or they haven't mentioned at least yet, is accuracy is something you have to take with a big grain of salt when you only have 6 guns. Champagne was super accurate, and I don't think so. Salvo per salvo, you're just not throwing enough at the wall for me to be like, oh, it's super reliable. I did not enjoy Champagne. So, super accurate with 6 guns has to be taken into a serious, it has to take a huge grain of salt. So, probably better than Gneisenau, obviously, but we'll see how accurate it is.
Trick up George's sleeve. She comes equipped with an engine boost that helps her reposition easily in battle. To round off the Independence Day preparations, we have a new bureau project for a Tier 4 premium battleship, the Oklahoma. Throughout the project, you will get permanent camouflages for many classic US battleships, including the whole new tech tree. Be sure to get started on.
So this is a great way to utilize the bureau, in my opinion. The low tier stuff, the tier 5, like California, this is great. I love when they put stuff in the bureau like this. I don't think the tier 10s or the legendary ships should be in the bureau because you're not earning them, you're waiting behind a time gate. So, and it's not rewarding when you unlock them because you just waited or paid or whatever, or both. This is great though. Tier 4 for free. Free premium.
On this project and unlock this piece of history.
There she is.
German aircraft carriers
God.
are here, bringing a new type of ordnance into the fray. These ships have dive and torpedo bomber squadrons like American and Japanese
AP
carriers.
bombs.
However, the dive bombers carry potent armor-piercing bombs to deal citadel damage against armored targets. The torpedoes are quite fast, but short-ranged for engaging light and nimble targets. You can start researching the line this update, unlocking the carriers Rhein, Weser, and August von Parseval.
Rhein, Weser, August von Parseval. I'm honestly, I'm gonna be calling it the parasail. It's too much for me to mention the whole thing. I'm probably just going to call it the parasail.
Their squadrons also have a new consumable to reduce incoming damage. Evasive maneuvers.
This is bad. Okay, so on the screen it says consumable duration is 8 seconds. That has been corrected to 6 seconds, so that's a mistake on the video. This gives your planes invulnerability for 6 seconds. That is terrible, in my opinion. Realistically, if you look at this, you're probably just like 6 seconds really isn't that much. But honestly, when you're talking about, it really only takes you a handful of seconds to go in for a strike. And if you see me play carriers, I drop half the squadron to make sure that I'm not wasting plane health afterwards because I want to get a full strike every single time. I don't want to come back around with 1 or 2 planes. I feel like that's a waste of planes in most situations. But you go in with a half squadron, no matter the ship, I've always been able to get off a strike with 3 planes. So what this skill is going to do, and it doesn't seem like a lot, but it's, in my opinion, it's going to be absolutely broken for people who know how to utilize it. You're going to be able to go in, let's say I'm in the Shikaku, with a full squadron and drop the first payload like you always would, get all 3 torpedoes off, come back around. As soon as you start taking damage, you have to look at the plane because how it ticks is your plane, one of the planes will take damage depending on how much damage is taken. And your cues are the smoke trails. You're going to have, I think something gets hit first, then you're going to see a small black smoke trail. Then, once it's almost dead, or it's on its last increment of health, it's going to have a very thick, kind of like black smoke behind it. That tells you that the next time it ticks, it's going to explode, and you're going to miss out on whatever payload it had. So in the Shikaku's case, you're going to be losing a torpedo in the drop. Get your first strike done. Come back around. If you're noticing that one of your planes is really hurt, pop the 6 seconds. Come back in for the second drop, and you've basically got a free full extra strike on anybody. And that could mean more floods, more permanent fires, full killing a cruiser. You can devastate some of these cruisers. You can half health a lot of them. So adding 6 seconds of health is infinite health is invulnerability. This is going to be so strong. I mean, this is going to allow you to make 2 full strikes for 1 plane go, and that is with Shikaku. You're looking at the first initial strike around 15 to 18,000 or so, depending on the target, for another strike. So you're looking at possibly a 35 to 40,000 alpha strike with the torpedoes, with an extra set of flooding, which is usually going to be the permanent ones, because usually you strike them first, they damage con it, you come back around, as soon as you're dropping, your damage con goes off, so you have a huge chance to put permafloods and permafires on people now, and you're basically getting it for free. So this is really bad. I don't want to spend too much time of it. Obviously, I'm going to be playing this a good bit, and I will try to prove what I'm talking about, but this is in my opinion, this is a massive buff for carriers that really isn't needed. And it's a big slap in the face to anybody who's using an AA build. Say you're in a full AA Cleveland and you're on low health. You are prepared, you're a full AA build, and you have defensive AA. You're an AA cruiser. You're set up to not take damage from these carriers when your consumable's up. So you're thinking, oh, cool, here comes the fighter squadron trying to drop me, trying to kill me. I'm going to use my full AA build that I spec'd into. I sacrificed a ton of stuff. I sacrificed my sonar. I'm going to pop my defensive AA, only to realize that you're not doing any sort of damage to the planes because the planes have invulnerability for 6 seconds. By the time that 6 seconds in, they are super close to you, and you're not going to have enough DPS to kill the planes within 1 or 2 seconds to actually negate that drop. So this makes defensive AA even worse of a choice because you're going to get 3 of these. You get 2 stock. I'm going to run a fully packed, so I'm going to get 3. So this invulnerability is just so dumb in games like this. It just does not make sense. You know, everything's about trading. It's about angling. It's about all this kind of stuff. And then you throw in something that flies around 5 times faster than the average ship. And it's like, hey, this guy will be able to get his strike off no matter what. Now, if he hits you, that's his fault. If he misses you, it's just a bad drop. But with this skill, this basically says that a carrier will always get the chance to drop you. And that is just terrible. Good carrier players are going to make an absolute fool out of this skill, and it's going to be ridiculous. And I hope to be one of them. And I hope to be like, this is broken, this is ridiculous. And I hope I can put the money where my mouth is on this, but, I'm going to be trying it out on Monday. But I think this is bad. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I didn't think the carriers needed a buff, and to me this is a big buff in their striking effectiveness, I would say.
Take to the skies and try them out.
Oh boy.
Their dedicated commander is Hans Geisler. Both
So yeah,
the naval
he gets
captain
fully packed,
and
which
general
is
of
funny.
the Luftwaffe anti-shipping unit, Flieger Corps 10. He will help you to get the most out of these new carriers.
Oh my god.
The June update is jam-packed with new ships, especially American battleships. Also, Keep an eye out for various improvements to the port interface. Let us know if
Various improvements to port interface. That's interesting. I'm kind of curious to see what that is.
you notice. Be sure to read the patch notes for more details. We'll be sure to shake things up a bit in the coming updates, so get ready and turn the tide.
Oh boy. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like if you did enjoy it. If you did not enjoy it, leave a dislike. If you like carriers and you think they need invincible planes, leave a dislike, because that's fine with me if you think that. Yeah, I will link the patch notes in the bio below if you want to read them yourself. Let me know if you want me to read through them after this. I mean, I guess I can make a video, but I think this was a pretty good job of giving the overalls. And yeah, we're gonna leave it at that, guys. Watch out for carriers citadeling you with armor-piercing bombs with planes that can't be shot down. So, everything else, honestly, I'm fine. I'm fine with the USN battleships. It's the 4th of July. I really want a Tier 7 Premium DD. Hopefully that could come next patch after this, but we shall see. I'm excited to get into it on Monday, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.